Всем привет! Сегодня продолжаем играть в игру Noire. Так, сейчас минутку я загружусь. Так, продолжаем расследовать.
Sir, Mr. Cohen's table is this way.
Sam's taking me out to Palm Springs for the weekend.
A waitress will be with you in a minute.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Root beers all around, y'all.
Food wasn't great, but you're nice.
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Eager Beaver along. Hope he's not gonna put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you gonna stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Так, продажа наркотиков Финкелстейном. Так.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
Да по-любому вряд.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment.
Lenny,
Okay,
God rest
спасибо.
his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine.
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
Так, правильно. Так, стрельба в клубе 111.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Ага. Не верю.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
We missed
Ага,
something in that
вот.
mess at the 111. Let's go back.
You know the way. You can drive.
Where are we going?
Так.
I'm going to memorize your name and throw my head away.
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Так, окей. Ну ладно, возвращаемся снова в клуб. Какие у нас задачи? Так, глянем. Смотреть клуб 111. Ну, давай еще посмотрим. Такое тут все смотрели, все, что можно. Капец, тут пятно крови, офигеть. Че на эту улику не смотрит? Ага, сейф.
They didn't even try to crack the safe.
Ну да, странно, что сейф не взяли.
Do we have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Нет, это все фигня. Так, ладно, давай еще поглядим. Так, видимо, тут и так все смотрели. Может, и недостаточно. Странно. Это тоже фигня. Ну, пойдем дальше. Так, тут что у нас? Ну, тут мы это уже видели все. Чемоданчик с наркотиками. Так, тут у нас что? Чего не наклоняется кулики-то? Взлом табака. Заполняйте клиента при получении. 20 ящиков по 13 килограмм. Тоже уже видели. Блин, мы тут все смотрели вроде как. Что тут еще может быть? Может, возле куба походить? Можно еще улики попробовать. Посмотреть. А, у меня интуиции нету. Так. Ничего у нас. Задача еще не выполнена. Посмотреть клуб 111. Давай возле клуба попробуем посмотреть. Может, там еще что будет. Так, тут у нас перекрыто, вряд ли нам туда надо. Нет, все вроде бы. Так, а новые места у нас не появились. Так, места. Клуб 111. Давай еще смотреть.
Sooner you get this thing cleaned up, the sooner I can get back to my beat.
Блин, жалко, что интуиции нету. Что-то, видимо, еще пропустили. Ладно, попробуем более дотошно все посмотреть. Так, ну сейф я точно не помню. И тут он ничего брать не хочет. Только смотрит на него и все. Все, тут точно у нас ничего нету. Ну что, что упустили?
Get a move on, Roy. Hoo-ah.
Do your job, I'll do mine.
Давай всякую фигню смотреть там. Пачки из-под сигарет. Давай, раскрой ее. Так. Всегда тут побоище было. Так, что у нас еще тут? Бутылка. Ну, толку от этого нету. Диншпиль из тюбика. Стерильная игла. Яд. Раствор трата морфина. Осторожно вызывает привыкание. Чиновник, короче. Так. Так, это мы уже посмотрели. Даже не знаю, что еще можно упустить тут. Это мы тоже видели. Может, еще чемоданчик, на который посмотреть. Может, там еще чего упустили. Так. Так, а тут ничего не выполняется. Это же улика. А тут тело у нас было. Че ты встал? Давай еще чемоданчик гляну. Ну, положи обратно. Так, так. Бесплатный билет джаз-клуб «Синяя комната». Ну, тут вроде мы уже были. Так. Это набор наркомана. Все, что ли, больше ничего. Дудка. Ну, поверни ее, что ли, в другую сторону. Так. Доставлено. Ну-ка, может, с другой стороны ящик посмотреть, где мы тут наркотики. А вот, вывод табака.
Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Так, ну все, наконец-то мы клуб полностью обыскали, можно отсюда валить. Так.
Can you drive to this one?
Так, погнали в голливудское отделение полиции. Так.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
And everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working,
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Так, ну пойдем поговорим.
I need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or
Ну,
some
а
of the
что
guys on the
поделать?
ship.
What else was taken apart from the
Слышно,
morphine?
да?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Так, Патрик Коннелли.
That bum took a swipe at me, so I put him down with my sap.
Интересно, кого мы ищем-то? Так, может, на это внимание надо обратить.
Enough to arm 3 companies. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. This is the crate we recovered. $500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
I want to make homicide.
Ну, погнали. Я смотрю, перестрелка новая.
You're behind the wheel.
All right, where
Давай
to?
стрельба.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson. Shots.
Ладно, сегодня мы пораньше прервемся. Я думаю, завтра продолжим. Всем спасибо.